Hello there. You're watching the Designated Pundits. Today, MLS Matchday 30 expert picks and odds analysis. I'm Bob here with Deon and Alex. We have some great plays for MLS Week 30. We are the Designated Pundits. Thank you for listening. Make sure if you are on YouTube, you go and find our audio on your favorite podcast platform. Just search the Designated Pundits. Or if you're watching on Spotify, you can subscribe. TheDesignatedPundits.com. You can find us on all social medias. Thank you guys for tuning in today. MLS has, 5 full match days left? Today we're making predictions for MLS Match Day 30. Deon, how you doing today?
Good, man. Good. It's my Friday. I don't work tomorrow, so it's a great day.
Love to hear that. I don't work tomorrow either. Surprise. That's what you do when you get summers off. But moving up into the co-host chair, I like that little look counterclockwise movement there. And on the bottom there, we have Sir Alex. Alex, jersey. Is that the Men in Black Nashville kit? I can barely see the logo.
Yes, that is correct. And some of us do have to work tomorrow and get up very early and go to work tomorrow.
Well, then let's get into it, Alex.
It does happen to some of us.
Quick review of what happened last week. We had some really good picks. If you are listening, I pulled them up on screen, and you can see them now. But we're going to go over a little bit of how everything went. 11-9 total. Okay, modest plus 3.97 unit win. Heading back in the plus. We had a couple of rough weeks in the middle there after that Leagues Cup stretch, but we are back in our winning ways. Scott, 4.5 units in the plus. Myself, 2.02 leading the week. On the season, we are under 500, 212 wins, 218 losses, but we're giving you plus money plays on everything we pick, plus 22.47 units. It's not about the win-loss record, it's about the money, and this show is made plenty throughout the course of the 2025 season. Let's start. FC Cincinnati hosting NYCFC. We have a couple of official plays in each one of these matches today. We're going over, I think, 9 of the 15. We're going to start with FC Cincinnati. 16 wins, 4 draws, 7 losses. NYCFC, 12-5-8 record. This one's going to be at TQL Stadium. Looking at the odds, FC Cincinnati are home favorites, minus 120, while NYCFC is plus 270. It's kind of what we would expect, NYCFC kind of being the home warriors. Over 2.5 goals, minus 148. And under 2.5 goals is plus 116. If you're watching, you can see all the odds up on screen now. One official play here, and that goes to Alex.
That is correct. I love Cincinnati at home. Supporter shield. Rumors are getting Brenner, more firepower. I don't like NYC at all on the road. Tough place to place in Cincinnati, man. They're playing for supporter shield. They got to get 3 points here. 5 games left, minus 130. I think this is I think there's going to be at least a 2-goal win for Cincinnati.
And Cincinnati's already done some work in the offs, in the transfer window, bringing in 2 attack-minded players and a midfielder making big moves, making their team better. I also love the minus 120 for FC Cincinnati. Just in my betting model, the price could have been a little better. And that's why I'm not going to back you.
I was trying to fool around with both teams to score or like a parlay kind of thing, but you know what? I think the safe play here is just Cincinnati. Just take Cincinnati for the win.
Love it. Deon, thoughts?
Yeah, I stayed away from this one because to me, it just depends on what NYCFC team shows up. In all reality, I mean, NYCFC, they go through these spurts where they're really good, and then there's spurts that they're like pretty bad. But I think I would lean towards Cincinnati because in their last 5 against NYCFC, they're at home. They're 3 wins and 2 draws, but that does date back to 2022. But they have NYCFC's number there at TQL.
FC Cincinnati's last home match was a 0-1 stinker. They lost to Charlotte. They're 2-2 in their last 4 home matches. And the form, for me, I wanted plus money. NYCFC is not a scrub. One official play here. It is Alex, not Scott, with FC Cincinnati minus 120. Next up, we head to DC United, where they're hosting Inter Miami. DC 4 wins on the season, while Inter Miami has that 13-win, 6-draw, 5-loss record. This one is Saturday at Audi Field. Looking at the odds here, DC United plus 240, home underdogs. The draw is plus 280. Inter Miami, negative money, minus 105. You look at the over 2.5 goals, minus 215. So we're seeing goals, but Inter Miami is still coming up as the winner. There's one official play, and we're going back to Alex.
Yeah, when I saw Messi didn't play Leagues Cup, he doesn't care about that. It's just a cash grab. Anyone really care about Leagues Cup? No. Messi sat that out. When I saw that, and that way I see this going at DC United, I go, okay, let's see what I can fool around with here. And I came up with Inter Miami to win the game, plus both teams to score yes at plus 210. I jumped at this. I got a little excited when I saw this. I see like a 3-1, 4-2, something like that. DC gets going to score one goal because they're home, but Inter Miami is going to win this game, and that's why I went with this way. I like the odds on this.
DC United is in a terrible, terrible cold form, but they've also played 5 of their last 6 games on the road. I don't like that at all. And when we look at, DC United is really bad, Inter Miami is really good, but with Inter Miami, they, had late travel. They played midweek this week. They play midweek next week. So, yeah, Messi didn't play, but he was also injured. There's just too many variables here
Inter Miami
for me to take
prioritizing. To me, Inter Miami is going to prioritize MLS right now. I don't. DC United is, to me, you can never put any money on DC United. I don't think the rest of the year. I don't see how you can. Inter Miami is playing for home playoff advantage. Messi could get the golden boot. I think he's going to play in this game. The plus odds to this is I just got a little excited with this. I pulled the trigger on this. Inter Miami was going to win. I just had to do this. So I think I'm rolling the dice this, but I really, really think it could happen.
I love the play, and I'm a little mad that I did not think of it. I don't agree that Inter Miami isn't prioritizing Leagues Cup. I think that, we saw they put out every starter except Messi. It's tough for me. Inter Miami, they're so deep. This is a throwaway game. Can they get taken? Probably. Is 210 great for the bet you put? Also, absolutely yes. Deon, I'm not making a live play on this, but I'm thinking I should.
Yeah, I kind of now looking and hearing Alex's take on it. Looking at the stats and stuff. Miami in their last 5 games are allowing 1.8, and their last 5 away matches. This is all MLS, by the way. It does not count Leagues Cup. They're allowing 2 goals. So with it being at Audi Field, I think that DC could get a goal. I'm weary that Inter Miami is going to win like 3-1. I could see them maybe 2-1 because they did put out all of their starters but Messi in midweek, and they pressed. They pushed up the field. So I'm worried about their legs. But like you said, they have kind of a deep roster. So I do think Miami wins this. And I like the both teams to score. I do kind of like that.
Great play by Alex. One official play, Miami and both teams to score, plus 210. Headed now to the Great White North, CF Montreal, 4 wins, 8 draws, and 15 losses on the season. They will face Austin, which is kind of sneaky, 9-8-8 on the season. This one is at Stade Saputo. Plus 160 for Montreal if you want to go that way. Plus 155 for Austin. This may be even closer to a pick'em by game time. Plus 250 for a draw. You see kind of some team totals on our graphic here. There is one official play, and that's coming straight from Deon.
Yeah, so in this one, the last couple weeks I've actually picked Austin on my videos, and they've let me down because they've drawn the last 2 matches. I went with Austin to draw no bet on this one at negative 105. They're averaging around a goal, and they're actually averaging almost 2 goals in their last 5 matches, where Montreal are averaging just about a goal. They're at home and barely over a goal on in their last 5. I think that Austin can win this on the road. CF Montreal, I can't pick Montreal until they start winning some more. But I think that Austin can go on the road and get 3 points here.
I do like that play. However, it's just going to be a no for me. My official play on this was actually CF Montreal on the double chance, on the draw no bet. but they're terrible at home, and they're terrible. They're just terrible everywhere. However, for Austin, Pereira being suspended, Danny kind of stirs that drink there. It's going to be a no for me. I have no official play. The only one here is going to be Deon on the Austin draw no bet -105. I think there's a ton of value, even if it's not a bet I love myself. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Union hosting the Chicago Fire. Philadelphia Union 15-6-6, while the Chicago Fire are 11-6-9. This is a 7:30 game at Subaru Park. Taking a look into the odds here, you have Philadelphia at +160, Chicago Fire +160, and the draw at +240. -130 for over 2.5 goals, +102 for under 2.5 goals. There might have been a graphic error with those odds. That doesn't seem right for Philadelphia. Well, we're going to double check those odds for you. But in the meantime, we have an official play on Deon here, who just likes goals.
Yeah, I see goals in this one. I like the +140. I think is why I really went with this one for over 3.5. Both of these teams, Chicago likes to score on the road. In their last 5, they are averaging last 5 on the road. They're averaging 3 goals. Even if you take that 7-1 win away from them for DC United, it's still like 2 point something. They're very close to that 3 mark. Yes, Philadelphia Union are a very good side, especially at home, Subaru Park. I could see this one easily being a like 2-2 or a 3-2 match. Could be wrong, but that's what some of my stuff's pointing towards. So I went with didn't go with a winner in this one, but I think that we're going to see goals.
I agree. I like the 3.5 goal total. I was right. I'm like Ron Burgundy. Like, I'll read anything written out in front of me. I knew that Philadelphia line was wrong. They are -130. Chicago Fire +290. Listen, home away splits have this game a little closer than you might think at first glance, because the Chicago Fire are so good on the road. I have no official play here, but I do like goals. I've been burnt so much by 3.5 that I took that out of my repertoire for this week. One official play, Deon over 3.5 goals at +140. Next up, FC Dallas hosts LAFC. FC Dallas, 7 wins, 8 draws, 11 losses. LAFC, 11 wins, 7 draws, and 6 losses. When we look at the odds, of course, you have LAFC as the heavy away favorite, +100. FC Dallas at home with a +250 odd line. Over 2.5 goals, -140. Under, +110. There are 3 official plays. They are all LAFC favored. Alex, let's go to you first. Tell us why you're taking LAFC this week.
Again, Song signing, they got a real bounce in their step, trending upwards. FC Dallas sold Acosta, trending downwards to me. +100 on the road. I really like LAFC here, man. I don't think this game's going to be close. I really think LAFC can win this game by more than 1 goal. So I took +100 odds. I really like the odds, so that's why I took LAFC on the road to win this game.
I also like that. Yeah, LAFC. Go. I prepared notes, and I'm like trying to find them now.
I didn't know what the statistic was. I'm just there's a buzz about LAFC. Try to find an LAFC jersey anywhere in the world. You can't. It's not,
yeah.
You know what I mean? In Dallas, just selling Acosta, and a good business possibly, but the team has not gotten any better transfer window wise. Usually I'm afraid. Summertime Dallas at home, heat. LAFC, it's 75 all the time. Shouldn't really affect them. Let's go with Song. Let's go with that buzz. Let's ride at LAFC. Keep riding them out till they drop points. I'm going to be.
I do agree that LAFC are quite a value right now because of that, and I do feel that there is an eagerness to return to the top of the Western Conference standings. Like, it used to be LAFC and LA Galaxy fighting for the top. Now, like, you need to look to see who's at the top of the standings and where everyone else is. And I just think that that's about to change. LAFC, they are at 43%. They're my highest probability team to win. And we're losing about 7% value on them being +100 and not a little better. I'm okay losing that juice because I think this is going to be such a slam dunk. FC Dallas was now talking about trading Pitar Musa. I mean, if he's gone, nothing. This team's got nothing there. So, yeah, I do. I recognize that there is some issues baked in here, but hear me out. My LFC is not to win. I'm taking them to score a goal and a half or more. I think that they're going to find the back of the net twice. It's something that's extremely likely. They've been betting, 13. They've scored 13 goals. Dallas has conceded 13 goals in their last 6 home matches. They're conceding. LAFC is scoring. They have a new toy. Since they're averaging a goal and a half a game anyway, add Son. I think that this one is a slam dunk. So I'm not taking LAFC to win at plus 100. I'm taking the team total minus 115 to score twice. Deon, your bet looks a lot more like Alex.
Yeah, I'm just going with that plus 100 for LAFC. I mean, you all have pretty much just touched on everything about this game. Dallas just not good at home. LAFC, Sun, they have this buzz around them, and LAFC are a good team, and they're pushing to climb up that table a little bit more to get a home game for the playoffs. And there's nothing left in the tank for Dallas. And with you saying if they might try to get rid of Musa, what are they doing there in Dallas? What are they doing?
Who I don't think they're trying to get rid of him. I think if the price is right, he may be out. Other things that have me looking at this game, Martin Peiss probably not going to start in goal again for Dallas. LAFC is without Chanot and Aaron Long. They're going to need to score twice if they're going to win this game. I think that's the likeliest case, but I'm just not taking that. Dallas can put 2 in the back of the net in 10 minutes, so I don't want to be on the side of them to win. I think there is some chance that maybe Dallas gets a 2-2 draw. So 3 official plays here. LAFC team total over 1.5 at minus 115 and 2 for LAFC at plus 100. Headed now to a much anticipated matchup. Nashville SC is hosting Orlando City. Nashville 14 wins, 5 draws, and 8 losses, while Orlando 13 wins, 8 draws, and 6 losses on the season. Taking a look at the odds here, we have Nashville minus 120 and Orlando plus 270. I like Nashville, but I think plus 270 for Orlando might be a little disrespectful here. But we're going to talk about why we think that is a little bit later. Over 2.5 goals, minus 148 for the over and plus 116 for the under. We have 2 official plays, both Nashville favored. And I want to throw over to Deon first. You have the more creative of the 2. I'm taking Nashville at the minus 120 even. You are pairing it.
Yeah, so I paired it with Nashville double chance and both teams to score. It is a negative 115. I guess I like that a little bit better than the negative 120, but it eliminates like if it ends up in a draw. In this one, with my numbers and stuff, at one point it does have Orlando City winning this game, but I think with that midweek match, you have to take that in consideration here. And Nashville are currently on a 3-match losing streak, I believe. Yeah, they're on a 3-match losing streak. They've got to turn that around. What better way to beat a tough Orlando side at home at Geodis Park? They look good at Geodis Park this year, so I have to say that they're going to win this, and I think that it's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a 2-1 victory. But I went with the double chance of both teams to score because Orlando have scored in pretty much all of their games in the last 5. They've at least scored one, and Nashville the same thing except for their loss to San Diego. So I think both teams are going to score.
I like that play a lot. The reason I'm taking the minus 120, I said Orlando at plus 270 was disrespectful. That was in my intro. Yeah, but Orlando played midweek. They play again next midweek, and I think that they are realizing Leagues Cup might be their best chance at a trophy. Look at how far they got last year and did not play an MLS Cup. They also traveled from Orlando midweek to LA back to Nashville. I think that that's going to take a little bit more out of their tank. And while Nashville has lost 3 straight games, they were all away matches. Previously, they had 3 straight home wins. Home away splits mean a lot to these teams. Orlando's unpredictable on the road, although they've beaten some good teams. I don't think this is going to be one of them. 2 official plays here. Myself, Nashville, minus 120, and Nashville double chance. Both teams to score at minus 115. Headed now to a team no one wants to talk about, Real Salt Lake. 9 wins, 4 draws, 13 losses. Hosting Minnesota United, 13 wins, 8 draws, and 6 losses. This is going to be 9:30 on Saturday at America's First Field. Looking at the odds, you have plus 115 for RSL, plus 200 for Minnesota, plus 270 for the draw. If you like over 2.5 goals, minus 138, under 2.5 goals, plus 108. One official play here, Alex. You are a Minnesota guy. Kind of. I kind of put that title on you because you do like them quite a bit. How would you approach this if you were betting on it?
I wouldn't. I don't know which way to go, but I would lean towards Minnesota United somehow. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. They just sold their. I do believe what's his face just sold to Spain. Yeah, I don't know, man. DeAndre Yedlin showing up rail, so like I guess he'll help the back line. I don't know, man. This got draw written to me somehow. I don't know why. It seems draw, but I wouldn't bet it. I'd stay away from this game. I'm not sure. Again, Minnesota United to me, I've been burnt on them a couple of times when I want to take them at home. And then on the road, they do something well when I don't think they will. This could be one of those times, but I'm not going to put my money where my mouth is on this one. I want to back off.
Let me talk you both into an RSL Pro play. Okay? Now, Minnesota United making changes. There's rumors that they have sold Tani Aluashei. We don't know if that deal's gone through. We're recording this at Thursday night. It could have even gone through an hour or so before when we were still writing our notes for this show. You may be watching this show in the future being like, what are these guys talking about? As it goes right now, Tani Aluashei is no longer on Minnesota United. They do have a good attack without him, but that's a big loss for me. For RSL, they're going to be missing Agata and Gozo, and I think that that's part of the reason why you're getting plus odds at all on this match. Look, Minnesota's traveling. They're playing at altitude they're not used to. RSL, they made their moves a little earlier in the transfer window. They got guys like Ruan Cruz who are going to be ready to go. Victor, I'm not going to announce his last name, Victor O,
Please.
Another attacker. They've won 4 of their last 5 home matches. That's enough for me. RSL is going to be unpredictable, but they're kind of back to winning at home, drawing or losing on the road. It's just enough for me. Minnesota at altitude with so many question marks. Who's in, who's out, who's traded. Fine. You guys play that game. In the meantime, I'm going to walk away with plus 115 on RSL. Deon, now you go, your show's not angled towards betting. You just pick a straight up winner. Who did you have to pick in a vacuum?
So in this one, I actually went with the draw, just like Alex said. It has draw written all over it. I could lean towards RSO. I like your pitch.
I didn't talk you into it completely.
Well, not completely, but the pitch on winning their last 4 out of 5 there at home. They are looking good at home, and with all the changes, but the last 5 times that these two teams have played in Salt Lake, 4 out of those 5s have been a draw. So it points to a draw to me, and I don't know if I could just pick RSL straight up. I wouldn't mind maybe a double chance for RSL. I would go that way, or a draw no bet.
But then you're going to have to pick like a team to score or something like that. Like Minnesota United, this offense used to be like firing on all cylinders. I just could see this being like a 1-0 win, and I think in a lower scoring match, you're favoring the home team. So for me, I'll take the plus 115. This game is going to be 92 degrees at altitude. Let's see RSL go and just prove what they have. RSL plus 115 is the one official play. Head to now. See, this is what happens. I had all my picks earlier, and now you get to hear me talk over the last 5 games here. LA Galaxy, they're hosting the Colorado Rapids. LA Galaxy, 3 wins, 7 draws, 16 losses. The Rapids are 10, 6, and 11 in 2025. Dignity Health Sports Park at 10:30 on a Saturday is the time for this game. LA Galaxy plus 110, Colorado Rapids plus 200. Over 2.5 goals, minus 190. Under 2.5 goals, plus 150. One official play, that is myself. Alex or Deon, would either one of you just care to break down this matchup for me?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Rapids could go in and win this. If I wanted to go with a winner, because I think that kind of like what you pitched about Orlando City, the Leagues Cup is their one shot at a trophy this year. Leagues Cup is literally the only trophy that the Galaxy can get this year. I think they're going to focus on that. And potentially this might be a rotation game for them. Colorado Rapid, not the best on the road in their last 5, 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses on the road. I could see Colorado going in and winning this. It does lean towards a draw for me, but I think we might see some rotation in that Galaxy squad just because they might push for the League's Cup.
That was exactly part of my thinking. Galaxy actually are 3 wins, 2 draws, and 7 losses at home. That's terrible. They also have a -8 goal differential on the season at home. Alex, could I talk you into a pro Colorado play here?
You can, because the way I'm looking at LA Galaxy, the League's Cup, you win League's Cup, you get automatic spot in MLS Champions League, I do believe, Champions Cup next year. LA Galaxy are not getting that way through MLS. So to me, this is the opposite of Inter.
Alex,
Miami,
we're losing you a
think.
bit
They're
there.
really
We're going to
good.
have to kick you out of the studio because we're not hearing your voice too clearly. But, I completely concur with everything that he said there. LA Galaxy, they're going to be putting everything into that midweek match, and they should, right? Like it's wild that they could still win any trophy with the season they've had. The Colorado Rapids, we're going to bring Alex back in now. Plus 200, I can't take that either. But what I did take was the draw no bet. Colorado draw no bet at plus 130. Anytime you get a plus bet on a draw no bet, you need to look into it. Why can I get this good number? And there's just nothing right now. LA Galaxy, yeah, they've won a couple home games. Terrible -8 goal differential on the season. Rapids, do we have complete faith in them? No, but I do like plus 130 on a draw no bet. Saving yourself from the draw. Hey, maybe Colorado Rapids squeak one out here. They're playing about their season average, and their season average has them performing quite well against the Galaxy in the home away splits on this match. One official play, Colorado draw no bet at plus 130. Moving now, San Diego FC hosts the Portland Timbers. San Diego 16 wins, 4 draws, 7 losses in their inaugural season, while Portland Timbers are 10-7-9. This is also a 10:30 West Coast game. MLS After Dark, guys. San Diego -190, Portland Timbers plus 410. This is prime setup for a huge underdog situation here. I, of course, do not think that's going to happen. Alex, you have an official play here that is pro San Diego, one that I like quite a bit.
Yeah, San Diego, again, fighting for Supporter Shield. Again, you win the West, you get automatic Champions League, I do believe. So odds to me, what was -190 at home? I was like, yeah, let's see what we can do to bring this back to something that, make us some money. So I came up with San Diego and both teams to score is yes at plus 170. Was it 1.175 plus 170? I think it's really going to happen. San Diego should win this game. Lozano, I think, is heating up. Portland, again, can score. So why not San Diego and both teams to score yes with the plus 170 to get, and instead of just taking San Diego just -190, just like that.
Yeah,
that's why I went the way that it did.
Portland, for me, 3 goals in their last 7 away matches. It's like a 50-50. That's like a coin toss. San Diego, probably much better than a coin toss. I love San Diego. In fact, my official play is San Diego and over 2.5 goals at plus 106. My thing is San Diego can score 3 on their own and cover my bet. Portland Timbers, I don't know. I think their numbers are a little skewed. They had a 4-game away stretch where they scored 11 goals in 3 matches, and those 11 goals are most of their 14 away goals on the season. For me, it's that kind of form that the numbers don't necessarily reflect reality. So I'm going to be a no on the both teams to score. Very likely. San Diego concedes in bunches too, as good as this team has been. I don't know if I want to get behind Portland exactly in this one. So I'm going to go with San Diego and over 2.5 goals. Look, we're seeing goals 4, 5, 6 every time San Diego steps on the field. They can cover this themselves and win 3-0. So 2 official plays, San Diego FC over 2.5, and San Diego, both teams to score plus 175. Now, Deon, I'm going to leave it up to you. Settle it. I want you to pick your favorite bet out of the 2 on the board here, knowing that Alex is getting 69 points on my plus 106 bet.
I would have to say for this one, I would go with Bob's pick just because, like you said, Bob, Portland has not been scoring on the road recently, but at the same time, San Diego gives up goals. But I think I would lean towards Bob's pick more than than the other one with both teams to score. That over 2.5 looks really good. I can see this game easily being over that 2.5, like a 2-1. I mean, that's all you need is a 2-1. But I could see this game being like a 3-1, 3-0, something like that.
If you want Alex to win, my bet has to cash, right? San Diego can't win both teams score without being over 2.5 goals. So they are definitely complementary plays. 2 of them official: San Diego FC and over 2.5 at plus 106, and San Diego and both teams to score at plus 175. And what would a show of the Designated Pundits be without our chance to take out the punching bag? Atlanta United, 4 wins, 10 draws, 12 losses on the season, while Toronto FC, 5 wins, 8 draws, and 13 losses. This is a game Alex does not want to talk about. Sunday, 4 o'clock, though, so it's prime time. He's going to be watching it. You know this game's going to be on their TV, Alex. I love
No, he is not. I think it's the correct answer here.
I am interested. Looking at the odds here. The home team, minus 210 for Atlanta United to win a game, plus 470 for the visiting team. I don't care what team that is. I don't care if it's a high school team. Plus 470 for a team headed into Mercedes-Benz Stadium is one that's got to be taken seriously. Minus 184 for over 2.5 goals, plus 142 for the under. I had to get quite creative, and Deon might be surprised to find out Atlanta can win, and my bet can cash.
That's the way you said it.
How do you feel about that, Deon? Atlanta can win, and my bet can cash.
It's wonderful. Hopefully Atlanta do win, but hey, I will say I like what Toronto has been doing by making the different moves that they've made. And I could seriously see Toronto going in and winning this game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium with how bad Atlanta have been playing. But I like the fact that your bet could still hit even if Atlanta wins.
Even if your team loses.
I didn't check the injury report. Do you guys know if Mihailovic, is he out or no?
He was not out on the last report that I had seen.
Okay.
That might have explained the crazy odds that we're seeing here. I don't particularly care. I think that Toronto is in the right direction. They are a vibes team. As of right now, there is no Mihailovic out. I'm expecting him to play. But this Toronto team has been like a vibes team forever. When they had the Italians, when they were playing well, when they're clicking, they were like unstoppable. And then, boom, the switch goes off. They're losing every game they play. They're making moves. Brought in Jose Cifuentes. That was like the signing today. Not official yet. Again, if you're watching in the future, maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe I sound really dumb right now. But it looks like they brought in Vil Saint. Looks like they brought in Maxime Dominguez. Looks like they brought in Georgi Mihailovic. Looks like they brought in Jose Cifuentes. That alone would be the best MLS transfer window this year. I like where this is headed. Are they all playing? No. Vil Saint should play. Mihailovic should play. That's good enough for me. Here's my official play, and it has, as much as I am high on Toronto right now, as much as I am low on Atlanta right now, it has to just do with numbers. I got super creative. Toronto FC plus 1.5 goals and over 1.5 total goals at minus 102. Basically, only a 2-goal Atlanta win breaks this from cashing. I got it at minus 102. Again, very creative, not something you're going to get, and it's not like a beginner sportsbook move, but small over 1.5 goals. Okay, those hit pretty often. Toronto's a little stingy on defense. Their games have been lower scoring, but 2 goals, very low total. Toronto has seen over 1.5 goals in 75% of their away matches. In those 12 matches, they lost by only more than 1 goal only 3 times. When Toronto's losing, as bad as they are, they're not getting blown out. They're not losing by 2. Again, you make some trade deadline moves. I think they're emotional. I think they are the emotional winner. I think they are better spirits in a bundle here. As for Atlanta, they won by more than 1 goal only 1 time this season. That was a 4-2 win over FC Cincinnati. Apparently, that's in their repertoire for this season. Who knew that? This is an odd bet, but it's very likely to happen. Atlanta doesn't blow teams out. Toronto doesn't get blown out. If they can keep this close and just keep it over 1.5, it doesn't matter if Toronto wins or if they lose by 1 goal. Official play. Toronto FC plus 1.5 goals and over 1.5 goals, minus 102. Deon, that is complicated. That's about as complex as we get on the show. But How do you feel about it? I mean, that this is your team. Atlanta can still have a great game, win. Everyone has their eyes on them, and still this bet cashes.
I mean, yeah. I like that bet for you. And what's funny is my prediction though is a 1-0 victory for Atlanta.
Absolutely not. None of that. Get off. Mike muted.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I can easily see this hitting because Atlanta is scoring 2.2 goals at home in their last 5, but they are giving up 2.6 there at home also. So this game could easily end up being 3-2, 2-2, something in that nature, because Atlanta have, they're scoring, it's 2-2-2, 3-4 is what their last, 5 have been at home. It's going to be over what I predicted, that 1-0, because I wish I would have looked at this a little bit more in depth before I made my video now. But yeah, you're going to hit this, I think.
Hopefully. This is also a both teams to score bet, although it's kind of a backwards way of adding that to the concoction here. Have a few official plays. They're all on your screen now if you're watching on Spotify with video or on YouTube. You can always hit us up on Twitter. I'm at Bob V Soccer. Find us there. You can also find Deon. What are you at now? The footy...
Nerdy soccer guy. Nerdy soccer guy.
Nerdy soccer guy. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for peeking in today. It's been a great time going over these picks with you. Make sure you subscribe and find us each and every week as we go live with our picks. Have a great weekend, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.